Good evening, Laugh. Ex-gamer, Dave, and everyone else. Last time we did some doctor sneaking, and this time we do some doctor escaping. Well, no more doctor anymore, but we gather some more camos. So let's jump cut right back to it. Evening.
You say Grad was involved in the development of the SS-1C. The SS-1C is the Soviets' newest short-range tactical ballistic missile. Based on what Western intel has been able to gather, it's capable of being launched from a mobile platform.
A mobile platform?
Yeah, it's a transport vehicle that functions as an erector and a launcher. It can travel on roads, then erect and launch a missile from any location. Of course, in addition to conventional explosives, the missiles could also be fitted with chemical or even nuclear warheads.
A nuclear missile that can be launched from any location.
I'll bet it wasn't the missile itself that Grad helped develop. More likely, it was the mobile platform. From what I've heard, the SS-1C is set for actual deployment as early as next year. That's bound to send a chill down NATO's spine.
Or should I say Labvaka? Hello, Italo.
Looks like you got your face painted in desert color. Desert is a brown-colored face paint used for operations in mountainous terrain as well. It should let you blend in well in mountain and desert environments.
Nu, protams.
Snake, what's with that face paint?
It's called Oyama.
Oyama?
Yeah, it's the name of an androgynous Japanese deity.
Are you serious?
That's what I heard.
From who?
Paramedic?
Never mind. In any case, that face paint doesn't seem to work very well. Your camo index is way down. Unless you want the enemy to see you, I'd change to something else.
Oh. Okay.
Let me guess. You were just getting to like it.
It kinda grew on me.
Fine. Get yourself shot.
No, I will.
Snake, be careful when you... You can capture...
I've heard about it from her, but she never told me actually. How does that work? I don't know.
Food poisoning is...
Wrong number.
Ah, you're wearing the chocolate chip pattern.
Chocolate chip? You mean this camouflage?
Yeah.
I've never heard of a camo pattern called that before.
Yeah, I know. I just thought it up right now. The chocolate chip pattern is probably designed to provide cover in a desert environment. It should work best against a sandy or rocky background.
Makes sense, but why'd you call it chocolate chip?
'Cause that's what it reminds me of.
What?
Those little round cookies that Major's always snacking on?
They're not cookies, they're scones.
Major!
And it's not a snack, it's afternoon tea.
Snack, tea, same thing.
No, it's not. Look here, afternoon tea is a fine old English tradition.
Uh-oh, here we go again. Talk to you later, Snake.
The origins of afternoon tea go back to the Victorian era. Anna Maria, the 7th Duchess of Bedford, was...
Hello, Dula. Hello, Icefall. Alright.
The water pattern was used a lot by the old German Defense Force. Even though it's called the water pattern, it wasn't designed specifically to blend in underwater. They only
But
gave
what
it that
about
name
my
because the
poop pattern? Close but no cigar. Ice madness.
I want some more.
Worth it. Hello there. No holes in the fence? Oh great, it's the doggy. Maybe I should throw it some rations. Sorry to hear that, Italo. Well, walking past the doggo didn't work. Crawling work? In before smoke grenade. Just cause. I think I failed the QTE.
Coated in the venom of the Brazilian wandering spider. Soon, a most exquisite pain will engulf your entire body. Your limbs will be paralyzed, your lungs cease to draw breath. Eventually, your heart will stop beating. Ah, but what fun would that be? Not a fitting death at all. The boss's apprentice. I will give you fear such as you've never experienced before. Come into my web. It is time for you to feel the fear.
Oh no, what shall I do? Didn't work, huh? Didn't work, huh? Oh, that worked. That's for burns. Okay. So, no stitches then, for some reason. What am I taking?
What are you looking at? I'm getting hungry. Food.
Got it.
Not so great. What is this?
Do I really need to, though?
The fear! The fear! I see it! The fear!
Kinda didn't score a single bolt hit on me. I guess it would have been a nightmare at a native PS2 resolution.
Hey, Snake, what's that you're wearing?
It's spider camouflage. It used to belong to the fear.
Is that right? Well, it's not as good as the stuff the Fear was wearing, but it still seems to have a pretty decent amount of stealth capability. From the looks of it, the wearer uses stamina to power the stealth function. With this thing on, your camo index will stay at a high level no matter where you go. But if you run out of stamina, the stealth function will stop working. Keep that in mind.
That's a really bad joke there in the chat.
So you've got your uniform and your face.
Snake, there should be fly agaric mushrooms growing in that area. The fly agaric is a relative of the death cap mushroom that grows only in that region. You'll find it growing on the ground, but it's poisonous, so if you pick one up, don't eat it. If you do eat one, go into the
Hi
survival
there.
viewer immediately and use Cure to take some antidote. The poisons found in the fly agaric include phallotoxins and amatoxins. It says here that when you eat it, the initial symptoms include nausea, stomach pain, and diarrhea. Finally, your liver and kidneys will break down into a sponge-like substance and you die.
Sounds like a horrible way to die.
Isn't it?
Yeah. So how does it taste?
Huh?
How does it...
Were you listening to me? The fly agaric is poisonous.
I heard you, but if I did eat it, it might taste good, right?
I give up. That area is home to the reticulated python. The reticulated python is...
According to Granin, you should be able to get to the mountains through a passage located deep in the jungle beyond the warehouse. Start out by going back to the warehouse. Use the key you got from Granin to open the door and proceed into the jungle. You remember where the door is, don't you? It's directly north of the door you went in when you came from the aqueduct.
Now to find those shrooms.
Not so great.
Will guards eat these? They're never hungry because I don't have the patience. Ew. I haven't destroyed a single storage so far. Sure, maybe next time when I'm running past them, I'm gonna plant a TNT. Does that sound good to you? I see two guards downstairs. There should be a third guard around here somewhere. Welcome back-o. Oh crap. Well, I found the third one. Can you still do the phantom pain I drop on your head and you get knocked out automatically?
Huh? The enemy's here. Just my imagination.
Come on, I did shoot his knee. I seize. Give me that ammo for my tranks. Did I miss these last time, or are they new? New dialogue. Hello, Tanya.
So, you found yourself a cigarette-shaped narcosis gun. The cigarette-shaped narcosis gun is just what the name says, a sleeping gas gun shaped like a cigarette. It must be a test model that Granin's lab is working on for KGB spies. Equip it and press the weapon button to fire sleeping gas. It's got a short range, but any enemy that gets hit by the gas will be knocked out cold.
One of the best weapons in the game.
Hey, what's that you've got there?
Thermal goggles. From what I can tell, they detect and display sources of heat.
You're kidding me. They actually made a passive infrared night vision device small enough to carry around with you?
What, is that special or something?
Is it special? Here in the West, we've just barely got the technology to install it on aircraft.
So that's what that thing is they put on the gunship. But doesn't the Army have something like that for driving vehicles at night? I thought I saw...
You mean the ANPAS-5? That's an active infrared night vision device. It fires infrared beams from an infrared projector and uses the reflections to build an image. Those goggles you've got there are completely different. Basically, when you've got those equipped, you'll be able to spot enemy soldiers in the jungle with ease, even if they're camouflaged. They might even help you find traps. But you won't be able to see the terrain as well, so watch your step.
And that's how it's supposed to look. All that post-processing, non-existent.
Eat food to recover stamina.
Fantastic.
There's a mushroom called the spatza growing in that area. Spatza.
Spatza.
Right.
Interesting name.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
So, paramedic,
What?
what kind of mushroom is a spatza?
You really want to know?
I guess so.
Okay. Let's see. The spatza.
Yeah.
It's gray,
Hmm.
and it grows on the ground.
Yeah, and?
That's all.
That's all?
That's all the guide says. Okay, so I don't know that much about it. Why don't you eat one and see? It might be pretty tasty.
Eat one and see. What do I look like, a lab rat?
Shh.
What? What did I say?
What if the rats hear you? You'll hurt their feelings.
Keep in mind that every weapon and piece of equipment. Desert is a brown-colored face.
Some types of foods.
Okie dokie. Let's find that mushroom. And again, what if I just use thermals? It kinda works.
Snake, are you there?
Eva, where are you?
In the fortress, in Grozny, Grad. Dr. Sokolov is here too.
Is he all right?
He's fine. Right now he's busy putting the finishing touches on the Shagohod.
Good. That means they haven't killed him.
Not yet anyway, but you better hurry. They've already finished the Phase 2 tests. Once the final preparations are complete, they'll have no more use for him. The Colonel won't have any qualms about killing him if he thinks the CIA is closing in.
Eva, you can't let Sokolov out of your sight.
I know. Snake, do you know where Grozny Grad is?
Granin told me that I should be able to get there from the mountains to the north, through an underground tunnel.
Granin told you?
Yeah, he even gave me the key to the warehouse.
Why?
'Cause he was drunk, I guess.
You've gotta be kidding me.
Hell if I know.
Snake, there's one problem with that route.
What problem?
The mountain entrance to the underground tunnel that leads to the fortress is sealed. You need a key to get in.
A key? What about the key Granin gave me?
That key won't work. But don't worry, I'll figure something out. I have an idea. There are some ruins at the top of the mountains. Meet me there.
The top of the mountains. Got it.
Wait, there's something else I've got to tell you.
Now what?
I heard that one of the Cobras is waiting for you in the jungle at the foot of the mountains. He's a legendary sniper called the End.
Yeah, I've seen him before. That ridiculously old guy, right?
Don't underestimate him. He's known as the father of modern sniping.
Is he alone? No spotter?
None. He's all by himself. Apparently, he doesn't need a spotter.
You can't be serious.
The entire forest is on his side.
The forest?
Stay alert.
Yeah, I'd hate to have it be the end for me. Ugh, poison.
Hi, hi. Now we can do free item check, always. Right now? No. Before? Yes.
Gross.
I see you found a vine melon. The vine melon is a kind of melon commonly found in Selino-Yarsk. Like the name says, it's a melon that grows on a vine. The flesh is crisp and delicious. The vine melon is full of potassium and carotene, so it's good for you as well. Next time you see a vine, why not check to see if there's a melon growing on it?
I did it the time skip way, and I did it by sneaking behind him and making him shake out the camo, which I'm gonna do this time probably. I also showcased how to do the snipe trick during the previous stream. Just a random book, huh? Traps and soldiers. Well, you can just skip time. without waiting. I barely remember this place. I see Claymore mine in the distance. Nice area skip path. That's not claymores. That's burbs. Almost got me fooled over there.
What's wrong?
Eh.
What's wrong?
And this is gonna be...
What's wrong?
Happening forever. What's wrong, kick? What's wrong, kick? What's wrong, kick? Not even close. I don't recall which one is which.
I beg of you, grant me the strength to take this final prey. Let me linger in this world just a little longer. I have already slept enough for one lifetime. Enough for an eternity. You have my thanks. I have to thank you for waking me. If you hadn't shown up, my sleep would have been eternal. Do you hear me, Snake? I am the end. I am here to send you to your ultimate fate. You'll make a fine quarry for my final hunt.
Eva, I found that sniper you were talking about.
That's the end. He's a legend, known as the father of sniping.
I've got experience sniping in urban and marine environments.
What about the forest?
Never.
I see. Well, that forest is divided into 3 areas, a river, a plateau, and a clearing. He should be lying in wait for you in one of those places.
Sounds like this may take a while.
It'll be a test of endurance. Be careful, though. From what I've heard, the End has an almost supernatural knack for camouflaging himself.
So, whoever moves first loses. This guy's over 100 years old, though, so I should have the advantage in terms of stamina.
I wouldn't be so sure if I were you.
Why's that?
I've heard that his body is photosynthetic, like a plant.
What is he, some kind of monster?
On top of that, he can speak to the forest, too.
So in other words, he knows it inside out.
Uh-huh. But he doesn't know you. I'm sure you can beat him.
Don't worry. I intend to.
Socrovieno Forest is a big place. It's times like this that the map function in the survival viewer can be your best friend.
Hello,
Not only
Roughneck.
does it show you the terrain and the places you've been, but you can also use it to figure out which locations the End has chosen for his sniping positions. Learn the terrain and try to catch the End off guard from behind.
He had like 3 or 4 nest places he hangs around and repositions, if I recall correctly.
If he shoots you with one of those tranquilizer rounds, you'll start to lose stamina fast. When your stamina gauge reaches 0, you'll pass out. If you're hit by a tranquilizer round, go into the survival viewer right away and treat the wound. Use your knife to dig out the needle.
Snake, the End is a veteran sniper. He's hiding somewhere in those woods, waiting for you to appear. If he sees you, he'll shoot without hesitation. Make your way through the forest, hiding along the way, and watch out for signs of the End. Anticipate his movements, and come up on his side or get behind him for a chance to attack. If you run out of stamina, it's all over. Make sure you keep your stamina up by hunting for food on a regular basis. This battle will be a long, grueling sniper duel. But don't let your guard down, not even for a single moment.
Oh, for some reason, YouTube traffic was red for a couple of seconds. I don't recall if thermals worked on him. Oh, there he is. They do work. Need to climb up. But you can't, eh? Guess I'll explore and then spook him if he hasn't moved since then. Oh. This is the place I've been looking for. I say it in case I screw up my sneaking. I don't recall how to correctly intimidate him. Make him shake.
Freeze! Huh? How did you... fight like a man?
I think you needed to do that twice, I recall? Or could you do it on the first attempt? I merely demonstrated how to do it. See if second time works. If it doesn't, I'm gonna reload. Or maybe you remind me how to get the camo out of him.
Freeze! Huh? Where did you... I don't think so. I don't think so. Fine. Have this. Ah!
Well, I got what I wanted. I can just repeat that and just do headshots from blind spots.
Gross.
Oh! I see why intimidation didn't work. Because I used M1911.
Freeze! Huh? Try it.
He's a smart one.
We're just getting started.
Crap. Didn't think that he'd be so close. Got a reason to eat something now. Like a crab.
Pretty tasty.
Wow, really? Got tired on a loading screen?
Freeze!
I think Titus found this funny. Hello to you too. I believe you can't CQC him, can you? Let's save and find out.
Fight.
Oh yeah, that was pretty disappointing. You can't grab him.
Freeze. Fight.
Oh, he went over there, huh? Oh.
You call your...
Huh. He got flanked like 99 times, and as soon as he gets his second shot at me, he's taunting me. Cheeky. Oh. Oh. Why am I bleeding though?
I want some more.
You better run.
Foolish boy.
Come on, Snacker. You can do it. Guess he can't. he gonna be up here around the corner this time, or did he go to the other side? Oh, he's here. Boy, I have a present for you.
Thanks.
Thanks indeed.
Freeze. Where?
GG is dead.
Spirits of the forest, I thank you. The boss would be proud of you. The time has come for a younger generation to rise. I've been wandering for more than a century, and now my journey comes to a close. What a splendid way to end it all. I have no regrets. I can return to the form Allah.
Snake, what's that you're wearing?
It's moss camouflage. I got it from the end.
Interesting. It seems to have part of the end's power sealed within it. If you wear it in a place where the sun shines, you'll automatically recover stamina. It'll also give you a high rate of camouflage in Civiato Gorni and Socrovieno, the end's home territory.
Sure.
So, you're wearing woodland face.
Uh-huh.
When you fire continuously with a...
Rendezvous with Eva at the top of the mountains. According to her, the shaft leading to the mountains should be located in the far northeastern corner of the forest. Enter the shaft and head into the mountains. Proceed to the northeast.
How's that working out for you, Laugh?
To eat food,
Joke's on you, you're just delaying your request. All along. Now, how about we go raid that storage? Maybe raid some herbs as well.
Snake, there's a fruit called the galova growing in that area.
Galova?
Yeah, it's a fruit that's found only in that region. It's related to the jackfruit, which is commonly found in Southeast Asia.
Jackfruit, huh?
Yep, he's a cannibal.
Huh?
I didn't say anything.
No, I'm sure you...
I said, I'm sure you'd like it.
Oh.
Galova means head in Russian. It's probably called that because the fruit grows to about the size of a human head. It's supposedly pretty good to eat with a uniquely sweet flavor. The fruit itself is fairly large, so you can make a meal out of it. Galovas grow directly off the trunk of the tree. If you're running low on stamina, it might be a good idea to keep an eye on the tree trunks.
Can I drop down without breaking a leg? I guess I can. Let's go find that Galasha. So let me get this straight. If I TNT this place, the Ocelot unit would be screwed, but I didn't trigger that anyway. Now where's my knifeu?
Snake, have you been caught in a snare trap?
Yeah,
If you don't get down from there soon, the enemy might spot you.
I know that.
Then why don't you get yourself down?
How am I supposed to do that?
It should be obvious. If you get caught in a snare trap, press the action button. That will allow you to cut the rope. Hurry and free yourself before the enemy comes around.
At least I got that dialogue. Oh, looks like it did the trick. These don't look like galoshes. I guess they were galoshes.
Delicious.
They probably go bad quickly. That's my guess. Hey, look, it's trouble. This should be going down the river? Or something like that. Yeah. At least I remember something.
Rendezvous with Eva at the top of the mountains. According to her...
Treating serious wounds.
Uh-huh.
Snake, that area is inhabited by the giant anaconda. The giant anaconda is said to be the...
Already ate that.
Snake, that area is inhabited by markhors.
Already ate that.
The markhors are... Snake, if you or one of your comrades is wounded in battle, what do you usually do?
I call for a medic.
What if there's no medic nearby?
I don't even want to think about that.
Think about it.
That's my worst nightmare. Any soldier can perform basic first aid, but it takes a specialist to perform the more complicated procedures. I know a lot of guys who'd still be alive today if they'd had access to a medic.
Me too. So I got to thinking, wouldn't it be great if we could parachute medics into the front lines where they're needed most?
You bet. That's why you're called paramedic.
Yeah. With a unit like that, we could save a couple of lives, huh?
No.
No?
Not a couple. We could save many lives.
Thanks. I think the Army needs a unit like that. And if no one else will do it, I'm going to create one myself.
Sounds like a plan.
Will you help me?
Count on it.
Oh my god, Trouble, do you stalk me daily?
Can't complain.
Your goat is now mine. So you stalk John Mirror? Two. The Ada Wong one and the quiet one. I've shown how to do the snipe one, a couple of areas ago. The easy peasy way. Not gonna do the time shenanigans. So I did the non-lethal way. I wonder if Icefall is still here.
You'll catch a cold if you hang around too long without any clothes on, or spend too much time in the water or the swamp. When you catch a cold, your stamina goes down more rapidly. You'll also sneeze from time to time, and the noise can alert enemies to your presence. Plus, your body will shake, so you might not be able to distinguish vibrations very well. To cure a cold, go into Cure in the Survival Viewer and take some cold medicine.
Well, okie dokie, let's do this.
What a thrill. Darkness and silence through the night. What a thrill. I'm searching and I'll melt into you. What a fear in my heart. But you're so supreme. I give my life, not for honor, but for you. In my time, there'll be no one else. It's the way I fly to you. I'm still in a dream, snake eater. I'm still in a dream, snake eater.
Well, that's why cranes have safeties. So if that you do slip and fall down, you will break your limbs, but it will catch you. Here, on the other hand, nothing's gonna save you. I'm hungry. Might as well eat a goat.
Hey, this works.
Well, you can just slide down then. Trouble. So Choco Chip and Desert, I think, would be a good idea for this area. Well, you can. Does that answer your question? Wouldn't be surprised if it was animals. Well, let's see. Sure is windy around here. Well, you're correct about that. I know why they give you a smoke grenade here.
Snake, the altitude in those mountains is pretty high. That means the oxygen concentration in the air is lower than normal. When there's less oxygen in the air, naturally you'll be breathing less oxygen as well, and the oxygen content of your blood will go down. In other words, you run the risk of becoming hypoxic. Hypoxia is a very serious condition. In the worst cases, it can lead to pulmonary and cerebral edema. I don't think you need to worry right now, but all the same, be careful.
So, what do I need to be careful about?
In high altitude areas, you will tire quicker than normal.
Okay.
Snake, climbing uphill takes a lot of stamina as it is, but on top of that, the air up there is thinner than normal. You're burning through stamina a lot faster now than ever before. Keep an eye on your stamina gauge. Be sure to eat something to restore your stamina before you run out.
Eat a goat. Eat a snake. Just like that. Look at that perfect camo index to almost 95%.
I see you've caught a Thai cobra. The Thai cobra is a large venomous snake that carries an extremely potent neurotoxin. Be careful not to get bitten. If you do get bitten, go into the survival viewer right away and use Cure to give yourself a serum injection. The Thai cobra originally comes from Indochina, Thailand, and southern China. The ones in that area were probably imported as pets and research subjects before they escaped and turned feral.
Not as food?
Come again?
They weren't imported as food.
They're not for eating.
So they don't taste good then?
That's not my point. It's not a matter of whether they taste good or not. People don't raise snakes for food, period.
Okay. So you're saying they might be good to eat, right?
Only one way to find out.
Want me a wow? If I recall correctly, there were some crawl spaces around here. Nice bird. Can I eat that?
HQ, please respond.
This is HQ.
Patrol here. We're being attacked. Enemy position unknown. Going into high alert.
Acknowledged. Sending reinforcements. Use extra caution.
Well, you wanted the dirty way, you get the dirty way. Nothing's wrong now, Tovarish. That's too big of a bird, it seems. You need to murder it.
What can I say?
Well... I actually probably would have ran into them. The soldier, I mean. If it weren't for this. Oh. I see the hole. I see a sniper. Oh, this might be a dumb idea. Let's do the smart idea. I'm coming for you.
HQ, HQ.
This is HQ.
Patrol here. No problems detected.
Understood. Return to your position.
Nice RPGs. I don't have it. Cause I never picked it up, laugh. You bamboozler, you.
Huh? HQ, respond.
This is HQ.
Patrol here. We're under enemy fire. Enemy.
What's going on? Respond. What's going on out there?
Bad internet connection. Must be buffering. Hehe, hehe. Ooh, a scorpion.
No good.
I see you've caught yourself an Emperor Scorpion. The Emperor Scorpion is said to be the largest scorpion in the world. Its venom is a potent neurotoxin, so take care that you don't get stung. If you do get stung, go into the survival viewer and use Cure to inject yourself with serum right away.
Okay. So
Because they're Volgan's men.
Not very good, I'm afraid.
Oh.
Don't get so discouraged. There are other ways to use it besides eating it, right?
Like what?
Like catching one alive with a tranquilizer gun and throwing it at the enemy?
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes I wonder if you even remember that you were on a mission.
Well, laugh, I can't go back.
I see you've captured a white-rumped vulture. The white-rumped vulture is a type of vulture found in India. Its diet consists mostly of dead animal carcasses. I don't think it'll attack you, but it's a fairly large bird of prey, so you probably won't be able to capture it alive using the tranquilizer gun.
Got it.
But there is something here that's bothering me.
What is it?
They say the white-rumped vulture doesn't just eat animal carcasses. It eats human ones as well.
Is that so?
Yeah. So then if a person eats a white-rumped vulture, does that mean he's eating human meat too? What do you think?
Stop it already. You're gonna make me lose my appetite. I could go for seconds.
Time to get a move on. Cause those dudes are gonna be getting up very, very soon. Now, can't say I've thrown hostile animals at people. I'm gonna save.
This is HQ.
Patrol here.
Understood. Return to your position.
He died.
This is HQ. Understood. Return to your position.
Why would you do this? Stop moving! Thank you. Stop moving again. I guess we're gonna get the end rifle somewhere in the future at some armory. Hey, it's liquid flying around again. Doesn't it give you some phantom borscht? PTSD? Not sure if I want to risk it with that thing flying around. I doubt that thing would be able to find me at 90% camo index. Would it?
Snake, climbing uphill takes a...
You already told me that.
That area's...
You already told me that.
Snake, watch out. That area's home...
You already told me that.
Snake, do you know what epinephrine is?
What's with the questions?
Well, do you?
No,
Also known as adrenaline?
never heard of it.
Really?
Nope.
I have.
Good for you.
Do you want to hear about it?
Not really.
Oh, I think you should hear about it.
Here we go.
So, epinephrine is a type of hormone. It's secreted from the adrenal glands in high-stress situations, like when you're exercising or you're under pressure. The epinephrine is released into the bloodstream and stimulates special receptor cells on various organs throughout the body. This causes the heart to beat faster, the blood vessels to constrict, and the respiratory passages to expand. It also raises blood pressure. You ever notice how you're faster and stronger than normal when you're under stress? That's because of epinephrine, and when you're bleeding, it...
Paramedic.
Yeah,
Is there a point to all of this?
of course. In the alert phase, your body secretes epinephrine, and so your stamina won't be depleted as fast.
Uh-huh.
There. Good thing I told you, huh?
As always. Sigint, the chopper we were talking about is flying around.
The one at the heliport?
Yeah.
Perhaps it's an armed variation of the Mi-8 hip.
No. Some of it looks the same, but the overall shape is different. It's got stub wings, and the cockpit canopy looks like an angular greenhouse.
No kidding. Then it must be some kind of new model. I've heard stories recently that the Soviets are developing a flying infantry combat vehicle. That's gotta be it.
A flying infantry combat vehicle?
Yeah, a transport chopper with troop-carrying capabilities. Think of it as an attack transport chopper version of France's AMX VCI or the Soviet BMP. They must be doing field tests on the initial prototype.
A next-generation chopper that's a little smaller than the hip. Maybe we should call it a Hind.
Not bad. It's cool with me.
Then it's settled. We'll refer to that new type helicopter as a Hind from now on.
Not even a D. I think I hear footsteps. Oh, those are burbs. Now I certainly hear footsteps. Nice gun. Did we test the weapon against it? The AA guns. I'll wait till the soldier comes back. Or will that take forever? Okay, let's save and try it out. Oh, no use for a name.
that's good.
Treating serious wounds will
No
require
extra
you to-
dialogue.
You found your way to the mountains.
The Hind is armed with a 12.7mm machine gun on the nose and rocket pods and anti-tank missiles on the stub wing hardpoints. Normally, you'd be crazy to try and fight it on foot. If it starts attacking with the machine gun or the rockets, take cover behind something as fast as you can. As for the missiles, you should be able to knock out their guidance system by using a chaff grenade to block the radio signal.
Well, nothing interesting. Probably some useless crap. Nek-chan came up with it. And they agreed upon it. Hello to you too. Not a big surprise.
The Hind is... Your assault rifle won't penetrate the Hind's armor. Try the RPG-7. If you can take over one of the anti-aircraft guns in the mountains, you'll be more than a match for that Hind.
But I'm using one right now.
The Hind is a transport attack chopper that can carry personnel. It might drop some troops on you. Don't get caught off guard. The Hind is protected by heavy armor, but a rifle bullet might be able to penetrate through the cockpit canopy. Try using the SVD. Your assault rifle won't penetrate.
Okay, I get it. I'll check on RPG later on. Hey, that's their food stocks.
No good.
I hope this won't kill him. Let's see if it will.
HQ respond.
This is...
I made him hungry. And to use that shroom shenanigan.
So hungry.
Oh. Well, that was fast. They're hungry, yet they drop me a ration.
Found some food.
Does this count as a kill? Silly trouble that it was in a parallel universe. On another word line, to be exact. That you missed.
Well, that was quick.
You look like you could use some rest.
I'll be fine. It's just that playing these two roles hasn't left me much time to sleep.
Where'd you get those cuts?
The Colonel,
He found out?
if he knew, I'd be dead already. No, this is his hobby. He's a sadist. He gets pleasure out of making people suffer. He's scum. Does it look that strange to you?
No. I'm the same way. Scars all over.
Can I see?
No. Where'd you get this one?
I got it after defecting to the Soviet Union.
I don't think so. It's older than that. Code breaking is a desk job. Where'd you get this kind of scar?
You really want to know?
Hmm.
Well, too bad. A girl's gotta have some secrets, you know. But enough about that. You've got to get going. The Phase 2 trial of the Shagohod is about to start, and it looks like someone might be coming to spoil the party.
Khrushchev?
His forces are on their way here. The Colonel is gathering his troops together to meet them. If we don't get a move on, the security will be even tighter than it is now. You'll need this key. It unlocks the door to the underground tunnel. Once you're in there, you can follow the tunnel to get inside Grozny Grad. And take this too.
What is it?
The food of the future. A well-balanced meal for the space age. It's good to eat some real food once in a while. I'll bet if I kissed you, you'd taste like a wild beast.
Do you know where exactly in Grozny Grad Sokolov is located?
He's in the heart of the fortress, the weapons lab. The weapons lab is divided into 3 wings. There's the East Wing, which houses the research facilities. Then there's the main wing where the weapons are assembled. That's where the Shagohod is. Finally, there's the West Wing, which is connected via a passageway to the main building. That's where Sokolov is. To get in, you'll have to enter the main wing from the East Wing. Then, go through the passageway on the 2nd floor of the main wing.
The West Wing of the weapons lab. Got it.
There's just one problem.
Not again.
The West Wing is protected by the highest level of security. You need to be Colonel class to get in.
Colonel class?
Here, look at this picture. Major Ivan Rydenovich Rykov. Pretend you're him.
How do I do that?
Steal his clothes. You look similar from behind. They won't know the difference. Your face might be a problem, so you just have to figure something out. He should be somewhere in the East Wing.
All right. But how am I supposed to escape once I get Sokolov out of there? Command said you're supposed to have something ready for me.
And I do. There's a lake 30 miles north of here. I hid a wig there.
A wig?
It's a state-of-the-art ground effect vehicle.
A ground effect vehicle? I can't fly one of those.
That's okay. I happen to be an excellent pilot.
Taking off from a lake is trickier than it looks. It's not like riding a motorcycle. You've got to be more delicate.
Of course I will. You've seen how good I am with the bike, right?
Right. You handle the escape then. I'll head for Grozny Grad.
Wait a minute. There's something I wanted to ask you.
What?
What's the story between you and the boss?
She was like a mother, and my master.
And your lover?
It went deeper than that.
Deeper?
Half of me belongs to the boss.
Do you love her?
No, nothing like that.
Do you hate her?
Does it have to be one or the other? Love or hate?
Between a man and a woman? You bet.
For 10 years, we lived and died together. You couldn't possibly understand.
And you think you can kill her now? That's your mission, isn't it? Assassinating the boss? Snake? there anyone you like? Someone special?
I've never been interested in other people's lives.
You were interested in the boss.
She was different.
Really? How do you feel about me?
I should be asking you the same question.
Me? I can fall in love if it's part of the mission. Even with you. Snake? What's wrong?
Damn, that's slow-mo.
See you around, Snake. Take care of yourself.
What about you?
I've got to hurry back and play my other part.
Are you going to be okay?
Not sure. They're not stupid, and they know there's a spy. There's no way you could have gotten this far all by yourself.
Ranin has seen better days.
Did he talk?
No, he died before I could get it out of him.
Wasn't the spy then?
Look at this.
A transmitter?
Exactly. Planted to keep someone informed of his location.
But does this mean Granin was the spy?
Perhaps he was being used by someone else.
Perhaps. This man was our comrade.
Comrade or not, he's of no use to us now.
I don't approve of your methods.
I don't need your approval. I'm in command here.
And that nuclear shell?
Still feeling sore about that, are you? What are you gonna do? Report it to the authorities?
Yes, Trouble.
This is war, Major. A Cold War. Fought with information and espionage. We must root out spies wherever they hide. It is kill or be killed. Potential threats must be weeded out. Your feelings are a menace to the unity of our organization. Someone is guiding the enemy's hand. A single man can only accomplish so much. Make no mistake, there is a spy among us.
But casting suspicion on our own
The
comrades.
C3 explosives have been stolen.
You think it was the American?
No. He could not have reached this fortress yet.
Then... who?
I'd be careful about suspecting your own men.
Boss,
Where have you been?
The fear and the end have fallen.
damn it! CIA dog? That leaves only the Fury. How can the legendary Cobras be beaten so easily?
He's good.
Fallen for him?
Don't worry. I'll take care of him.
What is he after? Must be more than just Sokolov.
America is out to destroy the Shagohod and get its hands on your inheritance. The philosopher's legacy.
Huh? Impossible. The legacy,
Then they're out to kill me as well. Colonel, tighten the security on this place. He's coming here, I'm sure of it. I'm gonna get the Davy Crockett.
Nice perfume.
Perfume. Nice boots.
Hello to you too.
Polish them up properly.
Can I find anything interesting in here? I guess a spider. A claymore, a scorpion.
That's tasty.
Oh yeah, you couldn't go here. You actually need to go back.
You've got the key from Eva. Now use it to enter the underground tunnel. The great fortress of Grozny is at the end of that tunnel. The door to the underground tunnel is in the summit area. Hurry. It looks like you can get a nice panoramic view of Grozny from there. Perhaps you should scout it out now while you can. Just don't do anything too conspicuous. Remember that the attack chopper is still on patrol.
Bye-bye, Tanya.
You say Granin's shoes were rigged with a transmitter? That sounds like something the KGB's been working on lately. It's exactly like you described, a miniature transmitter that's small enough to put in a shoe.
Granin said he got the shoes from a woman called Tatiana. You think she's a KGB spy?
Could be. Or maybe it's some kind of ploy to throw suspicion on her. Anyway, it's your job to find out.
Good point.
So you were joking about the boots, but there was more about the boots after all. Eh? Eh? Hello to you too, Sasha. But what if it translates to a red mountain? Ah, the X marks the spot. Flamethrower dudes, really? You do realize that these titles are in Russian, and in Russian, cross is a part of red and not... Well, it is also part of beautiful as well. But that's not the point. He died.
What's wrong?
Life is not going yet. Not yet. Huh. Nice place to give you anxiety. We're not drunk anymore. Hurrah.
I am the Fury. The flames of my rage will incinerate you. I came back from space. As I returned, I had one vision. The world set ablaze.
Okay,
You know
Pachamama.
what I saw there? Fury. A great and terrible fury at being alive. Now you're going to feel the scorching heat of that horrible blackness.
I think I brute forced him last time. Then again, I could not have.
Where are you hiding? You're running low on anger. Damn it! Burn, baby! My suit!
Is he drunk?
There!
I take that back, at least he hit me.
Quit fooling around! Are you just gonna hide all day? Son of a bitch! You're not getting away from me. 4, 3, 2, 1. Boss, this is the end of the Cobras. You've got to live on. You're the only one left. I'm off.
Like a more boring
Join the
version of Raven.
Behold, the flames of fury. The fires of hell will purge me clean. I can see it. Mission Control, do you read me? I'm coming home. I see the earth.
There go my mushrooms.
Sigint.
Yo,
Eva said she set up a ground effect vehicle for us to make our escape.
so I heard. The ground effect vehicle, or WIG, is something like a cross between an airplane and a boat. It uses ground effect to fly. Ground effect basically means that when the craft skims the surface of the ground, the air between the ground and the wing is compressed, which gives the wing an extra boost. From what Western intelligence agencies have been able to gather, the Russians are pretty serious about developing these WIGs. Apparently, they're planning on using them for anti-submarine patrols. I guess I can see why. The WIG's long cruising range and high-speed capabilities make it a good choice for that kind of mission. Eva must have gotten her hands on one of the first prototypes while it was being field tested as a transport craft. The WIG has a top speed of over 400 miles per hour, and its range is pretty good too. Not that speed is gonna help you if you've got a supersonic fighter jet on your tail, but if you hug the surface and stay off the radar, you should have no problems getting away. Snake, what's that you're wearing now?
It's fire camouflage. The Fury had it on him.
That camouflage seems to have fire-resistant properties. When you wear it, you'll only take half damage from flames and explosions. You won't ever get burned either. Sounds like something the Fury would use, all right.
Thanks.
When you fire continuously with...
You'll get a stomachache if you eat something rotten. To cure a stomach...
Good. You've finally made it inside Grozny, Grad.
Finally.
Stay alert. This is the enemy's main base. The security here is on a scale you haven't encountered yet.
No kidding.
Your objective is the weapons lab. It's the giant building in the center of the fortress. Sokolov is in the west wing of that building. To get into the area where Sokolov is imprisoned, you'll need to find Major Rykov, steal his clothes, and disguise yourself as him. Rykov is supposed to be in the east wing of the weapons lab. Start out by sneaking into the east wing of the weapons lab, then neutralize Rykov and take his clothes. The weapons lab is to the northeast of the area you're in now. Head northeast.
Well, Lafufu, you know what this means. We've reached a really good point where I should quit. Because we have, well, around 2 minutes before the end. So, thank you for watching. We'll see which one of the two games we're gonna be playing tomorrow. I'll see you next time. Be sure to follow all the linkies here that are also in the description of the stream. Bye bye and see you next time.